Nino, 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 nino. Sway, 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 Jehovah Adonai. Emu mi mo mamu. Sway, 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 Jehovah Adonai. Sway, 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 Jehovah Adonai. So everyone, after listening to what I had, after someone giving me a call and telling me stories about where I left, after a very long time, it's been almost 3 months, I am enjoying myself and sitting and having fun with myself, and then boom, someone tells me what is happening where I left, and I'm like, oh my god. Now look at what people get angry at and talk about others about is because you left a job and you're at home. So people sit and start talking and saying bullshit about it. And I'm like, it's time I go back to my YouTube people and tell them a story. And that is, please never talk about someone because they left their job and they're sitting at home, or because everyone has their own life and everyone has their purpose of living life. Sometimes we are never the same. There are people who choose peace over anything else. There are people who choose themselves over anything else. And yeah. So please, if you are in the situation like mine, let me tell you something. Hustle until you no longer need to explain yourself. You hustle until when they see you, they're like, what really happened? So another story is this one. There is a friend of mine who had promised to be part of my life every time I need help. I could just tell them I need help and then focus. Guess what? The time had come and I did ask for that help that I needed. And then instead of me being given the shoulders that I wanted to lean on, it turned into questioning. I'm like, what? There are so many questions for one thing. Anyways, again, hustle until you no longer need to explain yourself to anybody. Yeah, because it's true. When they say the world only revolves around you, it's very true. You need to make your own world very small. I'm sorry I went offline because my network today is been off and on due to the rain. Yeah, it's raining a lot lately. So the network has decided to networking, and that's why I'm going off and on. So always in life you should have plan B. You should have plan B. I never had plan B all my life because, hey, my plan B was, after all, I have friends, I have connection, I have people around me. So in the case of anything, I am very fine. No, you should have plan B in your own life by yourself and know that you can, yeah, you stand by yourself. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Firi Firi. Please, I'm looking for subscribers. If you guys can subscribe to my channel and tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, and leave me a like as I am sharing a little bit of life, as it called, real life techniques. Techniques. I think so. I should do that. So push yourself because no one else is going to do so for you. Yeah, you need to push yourself because nobody. A friend of mine lost her job. We were very close. When I lost mine, she was so heartbroken and she really felt so heartbroken. So she went to her boss and told her to get me a job because the bosses also knew me. Instead of them getting me a job, they got angry and said that she's brought, is it called, gossiping at work. So instead, for my sake, she went to ask her boss to get me a job. And instead of her boss getting me a job, she sacked her instead and told her, go and sit with your friend because you love her so much. Yay! Thank you so much, Europe. German Europe. What's that? What's that? Thank you. I really appreciate it. As I tell you the story, so this friend of mine was she is a very good friend, a very good one. So even though she lost her job, she still made sure, because for her she's married, she's already done it, she has a good retirement plan, she has so many things. So even if they sack her, she was very fine. So she was calling me all the time and making sure I am feeling fine, making sure I am comfortable, making sure she even cooks food and brings for me. So yesterday she relocated to Dubai. Guess what? The whole yesterday I was crying and feeling very sad because a friend who was there for me, who could even give me a call when she's not around, talking to me, making sure Sylvia is fine and doing well, left for Dubai. And then, guess who I'm left with? Myself and I. I'm left with myself and I. And then, because I want to get something to keep me busy, I've been doing something. I've been doing a few projects here and there and trying to build myself. Like this time, I want a solid ground. I don't want a ground that will be shaken. I want a solid one. A ground that cannot be shaken. A ground that cannot be moved. A ground. That is what I'm trying to do. And in exchange, I'm also trying to find a part-time job. Yay! How are you, Yasmin? Your name is very difficult. I'm looking for subscribers. Please, people, subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate, and tap the screen and give me some likes. So today I just wanted to remind you people that life is all about you. So if you're at work, don't get involved in loans. They are very good because they keep your life easier. You can just go into it and just get money. But if you're getting a loan for the sake of pushing yourself to the neck to end month, don't get it if it's possible. Like if it's not necessary, don't go for it, because when you're sacked, when that job that you're expecting to pay your loans ends, you will not think about how you'll get a job. You will think about how you're going to pay the debts, and that really sucks. That one, that one really sucks, and it eats a lot. So please, if you can do without debts, don't go for them. They're very good. Go for a debt, but go for a bigger debt, big one, big one. I'm teaching you how to. And then that is if you're in a position to get it. Get a big debt, a big loan, and then go for a business. Because, and the businesses you should do nowadays, we have ChatGPT, we have AI to ask things, not only ChatGPT. I see so many others like Cloudy. Aha, I've seen another one called no, Pixabay, not Pixabay. It's called Flaxibay. So find out the kind of a business that can make money for you, depending on where you're gonna put it. Don't go into real estate because people are earning money into it. Don't. And don't go into businesses because other people are doing them, because you never know what is happening next. So be very careful. If you're gonna invest in business, make sure the business you're gonna invest in, so the thing is, you first research, know what you want to do, be very specific in what you want to do, make sure the business you're going to do is a business that's going to bring back the money. Then step 2 is you now apply for it and get the money and do the business. Now the business, the first thing you do, every profit that comes, please pay back the debt. Because debts are killing people. Getting it is very good. Don't get a debt because you want to buy land, because land will not bring you money. Mm? Don't get a debt because you want to buy a house, because you want to build a house and not pay rent. Don't rush. Don't get debt because other people are building and you also want to do it. And don't get a debt because you want to show off. A pen or a pencil. I take a pen because I don't want to lose my things. A pen or a pencil. As we are talking about that, please don't go into debt because you want to dress well. There is this thing called peer pressure, but it can be avoidable. Don't go into debt just for the sake of it. Because I have noticed that there is a lot of loans out there that you can just get. Please don't get it. Do you know that if you get a debt, that same day you get it, you'll have 100 things to buy money to buy with that money. And what happens when you finish it without doing what you were planning to do? You better close yourself inside the house or stay at your workplace and don't go anywhere and don't look at things. Better than you going into debts. People are going bizarre. People are going nuts. Have you ever sat down and start becoming mad without you knowing? Because your head is really aching. Too much stress with nothing that you have to do. And then also every time you are in problems, please, this one I've learned it the hard way. Don't tell people. Don't tell people. But on the other hand, you have to share it so that it can go. What you do is get the right people to tell it, because some people ask you questions, you answer them, and then what they're gonna do is they're going to use that information. That is, unless you're a person like me, I don't care if you talk about me. I don't care, because everyone has their opinion, but there are those people who care. Like if they hear someone say this or say that, they get affected with it. So please, if you're that kind, be careful with what you're saying or with what you're sharing, because life is only about you. No one else is going to be there for you. You and you. Okay? All right. Another one is to get something you've never had. You have to do everything you have to. To get something you've never had, you have to do everything you've never done. Which English is that? Okay. To get something you have never had, you have to do something you've never done. Aha! That is the thing. Push yourself to the limit. Make sure you do it. Yeah, that's why I'm getting lost a little bit. I am trying to put myself in place and make sure that those who are talking and laughing at me right now will regret tomorrow. So guys, please subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my channel. Today the network is not so good. My Wi-Fi keeps on going off all the time. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Gamma, please, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in my live. I'm looking for subscribers, and I wish today I get off with at least 10 people. That'd be so nice. I've been in 600 for the past almost 1 month. 600. I need subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, just like they say, never feed a horse you don't ride. Never feed a horse you don't ride. Never do things that you know nothing about. Like never get involved in things that you know nothing about. For example, getting a bigger house because others have. Did you know that being in a big house with 5 bedroom is not the same as being in one house that has 1 bedroom? 5 bedroom house needs electricity all over the place. You need a bigger fridge or a freezer. You need a bigger size and bigger things, bigger budgets of bills. Need to pay electricity, you need to pay water, you need to pay a few things that needed to be done. So if you were in a 1 bedroom the house, let's say electricity you're buying for $10 or 1,000 Kenyan shillings. When you go to a 5-bedroom house, you have to pay, that is 10 times your budget, that is 10,000. So please, before you do what other people are doing just because of peer pressure, think twice. Some of us will go into them because we've never had advice from anyone. Some of us will go into them because we just feel like we have to do them. And some of us will go into them because pressure, because others are doing them. I learned something about homes. There's a friend of mine who had her savings, and thank you so much, McLean. Yes, I am back. I am back in full swing. Oh. And the videos are coming this time round in full swing too. Because yeah, I needed to go and take a break a little bit, and yeah, I'm now back. Stay humble. Hi, how are you doing? Please, everyone, welcome to my live. I'm looking for subscribers and really requesting if you could subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I am requesting today. Uko live. Congrats, dear. I'm using just a phone. I don't have any other. Actually, I'm going to like your live right now. I'm coming. Thank you so much. Stay humble. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, as I am sharing, please, in life we need to be motivated. Many of us, we come from families that we don't hear advice on how life is, and that's why when we see things, we want to grab them. We want to be like so and so. I want to have this and that. I want to do this and that. Sometimes you need to stand and pause and think about yourself. So a story about the savings. My friend had so much money, according to the level she was in. So dilemmas. I mean, there are those people when you get 500,000 Kenyan money, you feel like you're in heaven. And there are those when you get 1 million Kenyan money, you feel like you're in heaven because that is what you have afforded, the bigger price all your life. So if you get it, you feel like, yeah, I need to do something. So she went into buying a home. She bought a land and she started building a house. And guess what? She left her work. The same story like mine. But then she went and bought land and started building. Guess what she started building? A fence. Do you know how much the fence took? Almost 500,000. Before she knew it, she started building a house and it ended in the beam. It's not yet finished. The money is not there. The house is not there. And she had a lot of debts because she was in Vyamas. In Kenya, we have groups that are called Vyamas. So you go into this one, you go into this one. It's like a group of people give you money, then you use it. Then after that, you pay back slowly. Like every month, you pay a little bit of money. And so the girl has gone into depression. Right now, as we talk, she's in the hospital. And selling the land would be the option because she has to pay back people's money. But she doesn't want to sell the land because she doesn't want people to laugh at her. Again, don't live life for anybody. Live life for you because no one else is going to be responsible for you. So, a house that she started, the land that she bought, has not finished. The kids are in school. She has 4 kids. Food has to be bought. The rent has to be paid. Now hospital bills have to be paid. Do you know why? It was because of the ignorance. She was never told. Money is not something to play with. Money is not something you do and joke around with. So please, hear from me as Sylvia. That is, if you're watching me and you are still a kid and you don't know nothing about money, don't go into debts unnecessarily because people are doing it. Don't rush. I could say she rushed because she's now aging. She's 50 years and above, I think. because she looks matured. I never ask people for for their age. I think she was rushing into how is it called, retirement plan. She sees that her job is like, she wanted to have a house for her retirement and just prepare for her old age. And what she did was right in a wrong time. And please, bosses, if you know you're gonna sack someone, tell them in advance so that someone will plan and have a good plan. Imagine spending all your money knowing you have a job. Then all of a sudden, you don't have a job. Then what? That person will curse you. Your life will not be happy as well because you're making someone cry on your behalf. Before you sack anyone, let them know. Because I know you know that if someone is not in your place anymore, you start looking for someone else. If you start looking for someone else, let this one know. It's called giving, how is it called? Giving a notification? Giving a notice. Yeah, you need to give notice so that someone will not be sacked and start crying over your head. Just so you know, life is spiritual. What goes around comes around. You might be a boss, but you sack a wrong person. You might sack someone who is you might sack someone who is an orphan who was relying on you. Then you sack them. At home, there is no mother, there is no father, they have kids, they have nobody. Maybe he's also a single parent. You were the father there, you were the mother there, and you sack them. Hey, yo, if your life turns around like this, don't ever blame anybody, because yeah, and this is what I've seen. This is what I have realized, that you see those people who were once rich people and end up poor. Yeah, going up is very difficult, but going down is very easy. You can go down in just a few days. So yeah, treat people well. Treat people well. Don't backbite people. Don't say things that are not making sense just because you're in a position, because nobody knows what tomorrow holds. As we share that, to those ones coming in and then new, please, I need a like and I need subscribers. If you can subscribe to my channel. One is stay focused, consistent, and trust in the process. Stay focused, be consistent, and trust in the process. In times when people are talking and backbiting and laughing at you and saying bad words upon you and doing and things that you don't want them to do for you know what to do? Go behind doors, close your doors, and get quiet. The reason I'm saying this is you need time for yourself and focus. You need to be quiet in your own space and make sure that you're focusing. Stay focused. What you do is all those ones who talk about you, cut them off. This is the way it comes. Like, life is all about you and no one else. It's you who has to be in control of your own life. So please, if anyone plays jokes with you, or anyone, they backbite you, they talk bad about you, they just say things about you, a few things you should know, it's because you're better than them. So keep yourself behind the doors and focus. Find something new to do. And once you find it, make sure those people don't return in your life. Let them just sit. Like me, I'm a content creator, so I'm sure when I grow, they're gonna see me. Na 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 na. I am so happy. Na 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 na. Oh my goodness, I was using the light outside. Now it's getting darker. I need to go out. So that is the advice I have got, as I am going to set the light and set the camera on. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes 5 minutes. No, I'm going off in 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back with more advice, because we Africans do things in a manner that we don't know. We don't know that what we are doing is wrong or what we are doing is right. Or instead of doing the right thing, we do the wrong thing because we think we know better than the others. But what we forget is the world is round. It keeps on going like this. It keeps on going like this. It keeps on going round. So please be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be very careful. Do it for the people who want to see you fail. Okay? Do it for the people who want to see you fail. In this world, even though you laugh with everybody, you talk with everybody, this is what I have learned. Not everyone is for you. Some people laugh with you, talk with you, ask you questions, but in the end, it's what they want to use. I don't want to say, don't tell people your things. Don't say that to somebody. Don't say this to this. Don't say that to this. It's good to talk because it helps you. It's good to also be true because it helps you. But when it goes to wrong people, that's where the problem is. When what you're saying lands in the ear of an enemy, that is not what we want. Yeah. The darkness is coming in so fast. Joseph Wanjiku, how are you doing? Yeah, so every time you do something, just know that there is tomorrow. And tomorrow means you should stay away from debts. Please stay away from debts. I've seen people go into depression. I've seen people run mad. Yeah, someone goes nuts because your kids are at home. They're not studying. You have so many debts. People are asking you for loans. You have a lot. And you don't have a place to get it from. So please, in as much as you're working and you're getting small, save something. Save something. Save something and make sure you're okay. Because you see, even that person that promised you that I'll pay for your kids' school fees, I will make sure I pay your rent, I'll make sure I buy you food. Those people, they know how to run away in times that when you need them the most. They run away. So please, as you're working, take care of yourself. Make sure you run away from loans. Loans, please don't be in debt. Don't be in debt because And this is how you do it. Every time you get a good job, the first thing you should do is to pay debts. The ones that you had, like school loans or any loan. You bought a car, you bought something. Pay loans. Finish paying them, start saving. At least save something that can keep you for up to 6 months. When in case that job ends, you have food and you can survive. Please, don't go borrow money and buy a house. That is not for business. Don't go borrow money to buy land because land doesn't bring money. Don't go borrow money to show off because friends said. Because some people said, some people jealous me. Some people jealous me. Some people jealous me because of who I am. So because people jealous to you and they spoke about you, you go into loans because you want to show off that you're the best. Don't do that. Please don't go into debts. Guys, debts are killing people. And don't. Another thing is take time to improve, but don't waste time to prove. Take time to improve and don't take time to prove. Because most of times we prove that we are right and they are wrong. Don't, because it doesn't matter. By the way, did you know that someone who speaks about you wrongly or who is always backbiting you doesn't care? They say things and they go. They even forget they said it. Now, because it went into your ears, you start doing things. Please, don't fall for their things. Oh, let me tell you, a human being will never be satisfied with anything. Shell Shelibit, I have watched your stream 3 days in. What? Yeah. Thank you. Tell about the sound. Is it sounding? Do you hear the sound? Is it too dark or so bright? Or what happens? Yeah, so please, I'm trying to become a motivational speaker as I am trying to do the things myself. Yeah. Okay, another thing. Take time to improve, but don't take no take time to improve, but don't waste time proving. Yeah. You left, like for example, when you're sacked at work, it's you and your boss. When you resign from your work, it's you and your boss, no third party. When you're signing something, it's you and that person who is signing. So anything else that you hear, that you know that this one I'm not involved and I did not do this, please don't take it at heart. Don't waste your time, because the people you're wasting your time in don't even care. Lizzie, I am very fine, my dear. I love you too. Thanks for joining in my live. I am sitting down. I don't want to go. The light is gone. It's because I was using natural light, and then from nowhere the light decided to go off. So I am trying to improvise. I hope you guys are seeing me. I hope I'm not in too much darkness as we are learning a few things. So most of the times we do things because we have no knowledge about them. We go borrow money because we don't know. We just borrow money. We want to buy cars. We want to imagine borrowing money to buy a car, and you don't have money to fuel it. You don't have money to service it. You don't have money to buy food for your family. And then you just go into it. I don't blame that you're going into it, but I blame that you didn't think about it before doing it. So please, next time you get a job, just pay those debts and don't go into another debt, because people are dying out there. Because when you lose the job that you had that was helping you pay those debts, and then the job ends, you don't have income anymore, it will eat you up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So always tell yourself you will win. If people talk about you and you don't like what they are talking about, of course you will always know who said it. Make sure you cut off that person, and always try as much as you can to keep your things for yourself. It doesn't matter whether you tell them or not, but just depends with who you're telling. And are you, if you know that you're not a person who can take anything they say, don't tell them. But if you're a person who don't care, just say it, doesn't matter. But just be careful. Be very, very careful. Be very careful. Tell yourself you will win. Not immediately, but definitely. Eh? You should always teach yourself that you're gonna definitely do something. You might not win now. When I was thinking about how my family is and how we've been and how life has been all throughout, I feel like there is a generational problem. Like for example, in my family, my great grandfather is the one that had a car. And since then, no one else has ever had a car. You know how curses come? This is how curses come. I'm just telling you so that you be careful in the way you live your life, so that you don't do them and these things come to your kids and your children's children, because the curse follows your family and the generations to come. If you're a man, don't break someone's heart, because we never know who we meet. You tell someone you love them, when you yourself, you know very well you don't love them, you just want to have them for fun. It starts like that. It starts like very simple. You tell someone, I love you, when the fact is you don't love them. You even have no feeling for them, but you're just like, I love you, I want to have you. Then the person, because Maybe they're desperate. Maybe they're in that time where they want someone. And then someone comes to you wholeheartedly. Pure heart, with a pure heart that they love you. And then you use them. You play sex with them today. You play sex with them tomorrow. And then another day you go for another person. You know what happens? When you love someone wholeheartedly, it means your heart, everything in you loves that person. And then all of a sudden, you say you don't love them. Do you know that the prayer that person will pray is genuine? Yeah. The tears that person will cry is genuine. And like it or not, believe it or not, whatever they say at that time, when they find you with someone else or when they find out you didn't love them, the heart is the one that will speak. And every word they speak out works. And if it is cursing, it will definitely come to you. You know why? Because you found an innocent soul. You were walking on the road, you meet someone. They don't know you, you don't know them. You were in the bar, you meet someone. They don't know you, you don't know them. You wake up in the morning, you have used someone. That time you wake up from sleep after being very drunk, tell that person you're sorry and nothing like relationship was there. But I know that even if you're drunk, your brain will always work. So if you're a man, don't use women, because that is the beginning of your life failures. You will do something today, you will be very stable, but in the going, in the run, in the process, in the journey, you will break in the middle. So don't. Do not. Every pain gives a lesson, and every lesson changes a person. Every pain gives a lesson, and every lesson and every lesson changes a person. So, and that's why you see many people when they're in relationships and they break, like those relationships end, they never go back in relationships again, because what happened to the heart never heals. Even if it takes 10 years, even if it takes 20 years, even if it takes 30 years, never, someone should never lie to you that they change. Yes, you forgive, you forget, you heal. But whatever happened that day, if someone was to remind you about what happened that day, the wound becomes very fresh, and everything that happened that day happens. That's why they tell you that if you were in a bad relationship with someone, or if you were in a toxic relationship and you left it, you never go back into that relationship, because whatever happened many years ago will always come back. People don't change. If you grow up and as a bad person, it never changes until you teach yourself and tell yourself, I'm not going to do this, which takes a lot of time. So please, if no one ever told you anything about these things I'm telling you, take notes, make use of them. Life is real. Life is real. Everything that happens in life happens not to one person but to everybody. It just depends. Okay? This is the reason as to why the rich has money but they have no peace in their heart, because of the tears they left behind. The rich has money but they don't have the comfort they need. And that's why Elon Musk of all people said, the person who said money can't buy anything, can't buy peace or can't buy happiness, did not lie. That is a good example. So even if you live life that we must have fun, we must enjoy ourselves, don't take advantage of who you meet, because you never know. Actually, if you meet someone who is so prayerful, there are people who are, there are people who are spiritual, there are people who are like that. And no matter what you do, you can never reach them. So if you meet that person, You will never know that they're spiritual. You'll tell them you love them, you care about them, then you lie to them. You know what happens? You will stay happy for a few days, but after that, after that, you will regret it. Oh, let me go get the light. And I put on the light. Hey, guess what? Today since morning, I've not gone out. I've been inside the room the whole day because I'm trying to do something new in my life. Oops. Uh-oh. Yeah. Boom. Something new in my life. Something new in my life. Something new in my life. Oh Lord, do something new. Yeah, if you were breaking people's hearts, stop and just do something new. Do something new, be nice to people, love people. You don't even have to show them. You can just be quiet and stop using women because, yeah, women also stop using men for money. You go, you lie to someone, you love them, they give you their heart, they love you for real, real. The person you're telling, they love you, and then in the end, you run away with their money. These days, the young ladies are the ones that are using old men. That person is mature, has money, has sacrificed all his life, has saved for everything. And then you come into their life, you use them, you take away their money, and you think you're okay. No, you're not fine. It will haunt you for sure. Whatever you did, whatever you did will really surely hurt you. And if it haunts you, you will not like it. It doesn't come immediately, but it will surely come. Surely. Now what's happening here? Ah. Sorry everyone, I'm trying to put on the light. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why. Yeah. Thanks very much for your lesson. It changes me completely. Where are you from? I am in Nairobi. I am in Kenya. What is that? Yeah. Yo. Okay, now that we have light, we can sit here and we continue the story. As I tell you the story about life, I thought about telling you this because no one has ever told me this in my whole life, and I thought that I should share with someone because African parents are not those parents who can sit their kids down and tell them 1, 2, 3. So my worry is debts. People are going into debts unnecessary. Even when I talk to my friends, what they tell me is just borrow. Go into it. Just get money. And then when you tell them don't borrow, they tell you there is no way you can. Thank you so much, debts. They tell you there is no way you can survive without debts. There is a way you can survive without debts. That is if you make it, how is it called? That is if you make it compulsory. Like, I am not going to borrow money unnecessary. Borrow money if you have someone in the surgery room. Sorry, I'm not praying for anyone to be sick, but it's called emergency. Borrow money for things that are really, really, really important. Borrow money for your son who is in school and needs school fees for exams. Borrow. That one is fine because, yeah, kids have to study. But don't borrow money to buy assets. Because you are at work, it's very okay. Because in the banks, there's a way they give you money when. Don't ask me how I know this. It's because I'm so talkative, and so I hear this information from people. They give me this information all the time, so I know. In the bank, when you're working in a bank, thank you so much, Mesha, I look young. I am actually 39 years old. I'm turning 40 next year. Yeah, 2027 is my year of turning 40. So yeah, I'm turning 40 in April 2027. Yeah! Thank you so much for the comment. So what was I saying? Borrowing money. Borrowing money. So yeah, you can live life without borrowing money. You can if you make it compulsory. Don't borrow money to buy cars or buy anything that is. You can live without a car. Why borrow to pay for it? And then what? Today you have a job. Yeah, it's guaranteed you can pay. But you never know how or when that job ends. Just be careful. Be careful. And then every time you train yourself not to borrow money to survive, make sure you make it excuse. Like you have to make it as a focused excuse. I'm not going to borrow money. You tell yourself, it's like affirmation. I will not borrow money. I will not live borrowing. I will not live borrowing. It's not easy. In terms like when you don't have any income. I know, I understand. When you don't have income, the money is not enough. No, I'm not a lawyer. I am Ugandan. I am Ugandan. Yeah, so this is a tip. The tip that I can give to those who feel like their income is small, they can't survive without debts. Life is very hard. You need transport, you need food. Please, my brother, my sister, accept the fact of life. Just know don't live life for anybody. And go to a house that reaches your income, like the one that you can afford. Don't go to a very expensive home and live there when you know very well your finances are very low. Don't. Because in that house, you will not sleep. You will eat, but you will not get satisfied. You will sleep, but the sleep will not come. This is what I'm telling you. Go to a house that is very cheap. Don't mind what people say, because in the end, it's all about you and yourself. Okay, work hard, be kind, never give up. Working hard, being kind, and never give up. Yeah, giving up is always a big issue in life. Every time we struggle a little bit, we give up. But there are those things that you have to give up. For example, you work with someone, but they're always backbiting you when you're there. You're standing there and someone is talking to you, they're backbiting you. When you can know that these people are not talking about, they're talking about me. When you're not happy, it brings stress. They say, work hard and never give up. But every time you're suffering and struggling and you can feel it in your heart, don't do it. Just let go. But it's good to work hard and never ever give up. Move in silence only. Move in silence. Only speak when it's time to say checkmate. Talking too much sometimes makes you say nonsense. I've been talking for the past 49 minutes. I hope I haven't said nonsense. Because talking too much. Yeah. Move in silence. Speak when it's necessary. Very easy. Because you might speak something thinking that you're saying something nice, but you're not. No one is perfect, but try and be perfect. Yeah, that one is very easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. God is with me. Yeah, the Bible says that the Lord your God, will not leave you alone, and I will not forsake you. Do not fear the way life goes, because fear is the one that leads people to get debts. Fear is the one that leads people to go into The network keeps on going, keeps on disappearing, keeps on disappearing. In times of trouble, when you feel like you're down, when you feel like things are not going well, just know God is with you. God is with you. At all times, He's with you. It's just that sometimes things don't go the way we want and we panic. But God is always with us. So trust in the Lord your God and live happy. Live below your means. You know, live within your means. And don't live life because others are living it. If you know how quickly people forget the dead, you will stop living to impress people. Yeah, when you die today, you die and life continues. Not even that. When the boss sacks you today, the same day they employ someone else. And yet you were laughing with them in the morning, during the day they sack you, evening someone else. Life is like that. So always prioritize yourself. Prioritize yourself and don't live life to impress people. Don't live life to impress people. Don't live life, please put this in your head, because impressing people leads others to depression. Because you wanted to impress someone, you go borrow money to buy a wig. Because you wanted to impress someone, you go borrow money to buy a house. Because you wanted to impress somebody, you go borrow money. That's what I'm eating today. Tomorrow you go buy food. I'm not doing that. Now the network keeps on disappearing. Let me come. Can I tell you more stories or not? The network had disappeared again. It comes and it goes. They don't know why. Hustle until your haters ask if you are hearing. Hustle until your haters ask if you're hearing. If you're hiring. Yeah. Sometimes the beginning is very hard. When you start something, it's very, very hard. You do it and nothing goes your way. The solution is not giving up. The solution is not killing up. The solution is not hiding. The solution is giving yourself space. That is being by yourself and think about it and do it again and again until you make it. Okay? And tell yourself you will win, not immediately, but definitely. Okay? I'm giving you life lesson. Is it that nobody ever told me? I'm just trying to make sure that at least my people will know. Because I did not get the chance, or I did not get the pleasure to be taught these things. And during my childhood, actually, I grew up in the village. You saw it recently. My village is not that fancy. Okay, so people there only have accepted their life and they are very happy and they live day by day. So things like having a better life or having a rich life, or it doesn't matter to them because they're happy the way they are. So tell yourself that God is with you and he will never fail. And that is in Psalms 46 verse 5. Mhm. You will not fail because God is with you. Again, on your own, go study. Yes, if the income, if the money and the salary you're getting is small, that salary that is causing you go into debt so that you can finish the month, use it. Have the skills like copywriting, cybersecurity, affiliate marketing. How is it? What about another one? Transcribing. Go do that things. Go learn them. Copywriting, content writing. I hear people say those things. Invest in yourself. Learn. Learn for a few months and make use of it so that you can earn the money that is enough for you not to borrow. Mm-hmm. Okay. God bless my hustle and multiply my income and elevate my mind. Always be prayerful. Pray. Because even if I tell you the things, unless you're prayerful, the enemy is going to take them out of your brain and you won't use them. Okay? God is with you and you won't lose. Let me pray for you so that you don't lose these things. I'm looking for subscribers. Please, if you come across my live, subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Never be comfortable in your zone, because that is very dangerous. Never be comfortable. You guys, do you know that sitting by yourself and being by yourself and just being quiet and not doing anything and just having yourself by you makes you open up your eyes and talk to your God and realize so many things and understand so many things and open your eyes and you're like, what was I doing in the first place? So you learn the things, because sometimes give yourself space. Be by yourself. Be by yourself and let the rest add on. Okay? So I can't say I'm gonna be on live next at what time, because nowadays, yeah, you can see I gained weight a little bit. Yeah, so if I go off this live, I don't know when I'll be back. But until then, thank you so much for watching my live. And I hope you learned something today. Don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed. Yeah. Don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed. That means unless maybe you do trading in bed, maybe you're typing in bed, maybe something. But don't stay in bed. Go out and look for money. Okay? I love you. And I'm wishing you peace. Don't stay in bed unless you're making money in bed. Don't stay in bed. Yeah. Don't stay in bed like Sylvia. I like being in bed because it's the only comfortable space that I find in this house. And I love it here. Don't stay in bed. Don't stay in bed. Love you.